Oh, let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so just gonna record another bit of the process of this cardigan. Got my super comfy big chair, but just okay. It's a really cold day right now for me. Excuse me. Let me check the temperature real quick. I actually realized I didn't do that yet, and I always check the weather for the next few days in the morning. Since as long as I've had access to the internet, I feel. Let's do that real quick. Ugh, it's 43 right now. We're gonna have a high of 64, which has changed from yesterday. Yesterday it was supposed to be a high of 70, but it might be all the wind that we have coming in. Anyway, let me show you where the sleeve is at right now. So when I last filmed, there we go, cross-legged. The last video, you may remember I was right here. When I got home from taking the kids to the Children's Museum, I made it all the way up to here before I was falling asleep crocheting. And I was like, oh, all right, I need to cut. I really wanted to finish the sleeve last night so I could actually be filming me putting the sleeves to the back, but that's fine. My goal, we'll see, but my goal is to finish this cardigan today and be able to give it to the teacher tomorrow. There's also something a little special about this cardigan when it comes to the ribbing that I'm going to do, which if I'm able to film it, I will, but I would actually hold off on sharing it. I might film it on my phone and then share it after I give it. But anyway, all right, so let me see. This one I am going to do, I finished that sort of another set of drop downs. This is all just one color. I didn't do like that type of gradient here, but this row is all just going to be half doubles. I just have to see how I have this done. Okay, one half double. You know what, I guess I can do this one half double. There we go. So I'm just going to do half doubles around this previous round. Let me see, do the drop down. Okay, so this one I'm going to half double crochet 2 and then do a decrease. So I don't want to end on a decrease. So I've done one half double right here. So I'm going to start doing my decreases. And when I do my decreases, I like to go underneath both of the bars, basically the top of the stitch of the first one, and then I will go through just the front bar of the second one. So let me see if I can show that to you. So it's not a tutorial, but so this is the next stitch that I'm going to go into. So I would do normal sort of half double crochet start, but then this is the next stitch that I'm going into. So, oh yeah, it's black yarn, so you really won't be able to see, but I'm only going through, yeah, you can't see. That's okay. I'll try filming a decrease in the other format, not a front facing one, but the top down one. Though if you crochet, I think you know what I mean. There we go. And I need to get this row down. Yeah, this one, it doesn't matter what I end with. It's the next row that matters what I end with. I'll need to make sure that I end with 20 for this particular one, because I'm going to end it with 20 the next round, and then the round after that I'm going to end with 16. And when I end with 16, that will let me know it's going to be slightly loose of a cup, as opposed to the 14 I have been doing for for some of them. So, yeah. Turn that sleeve. To you didn't see it, but the yarn caused this to roll, and it started rolling off the desk, and I was able to stop it with my knee. Move all this over there. Tonight was the first night that I've been able to sleep in my bed without my kids sleeping on the couch. So I can explain a little bit further. My husky Naomi, she wasn't feeling so good. So we took her to the vet and we brought her back, and she's been lonely, meaning if someone is not sleeping in the same room as her, or rather she's not sleeping in the same room as someone else, she cries. It doesn't matter. She can be in her crate and someone can be in the room and she's fine. She could be out of her crate, on the couch, no one's in the room, she's upset. So if I can, I have the kids sleep with her, like have them sleep in the living room on the couch, and they love it. That's a big thing for them. So trust me, it gets to a point where we have to fight them to not sleep on the couch. And for the longest time, especially last year, my son would sneak downstairs after he was put to bed so he could sleep on the couch. I don't know why, but all right. So this round's done. Made it a little bit smaller. I'm going to slip stitch into that top. Now this next round is also going to be half doubles, but I'm going to want this one. Whoops. I'm going to want this one to end with 20. So there's my half double. And I like to chain one and then just do like a regular half double. I don't like to do that whole chain two thing. It doesn't look right to me. Where did I put my drink? Oh no. I have to get up and get my drink. Okay, well, just give me a second. Oh, 1 feet. Okay. This is seriously one of the best chairs I've ever had in my life. Just the fact that I can sit like this on it has been, I think I've been the most focused ever when I was working Friday, doing my work from home. Just not having every 5-10 minutes having to readjust my legs. All right, so now I want to end on 20. So this is 1 stitch. I'm just going to quick count how many I actually have. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21, 24, 27, 28. So I'm a lot higher than it should be. We read. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to do basically, I guess, 3 stitches. 3 and decrease. That'll decrease down to 10. I'm going to do, 3 and decrease here, and then do 4 and decrease in the next. 3, and then 4. 1, 2. No, 3 might work. I think 3 work. 3. So I'm at 8. 10, 11. Now, I definitely need to do another decrease right here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I do one more decrease. It's 18, 19, and 20. I'm going to double check that count. But then this row's done. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Let me just make sure that's right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. Okay. Let's see. All right, cool. That's 19. Put one more then right here. Okay. Pull this up. This is going to be fun. So now what I'm going to do, this is black yarn, so I can't really show you, but I can tell you. So if you're familiar with crochet, you'll know what I mean. I'm going to be working, I'm doing a slip stitch into the back loop. So like, I think sometimes they refer to it as the third loop, but you'll have your top part of the stitch, your front and your back loops there on the top of your stitch, but below on half double crochets, double crochets, treble crochets, the longer you go. Single crochets don't really have this, at least not easily, but there's a bump underneath the back loop. Sometimes I've seen it referred to as the third loop, but I'm crocheting into that because I want a particular effect. So I'm going to half double into that third loop after I've single crocheted into it. I'll show you what that effect looks like. Just a second. All right, so there's 1, 2. Every 3 I need to do a decrease, I think, because now I want to end on 16 because this is the cuff part. So now I have 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so I need to add one more decrease in right before I get to the end. There we go. And then decrease here. And 2. Okay, so I'm going to do my count, make sure I have my 16. We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. All right, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but the effect that I'm going for is right there. And instead of just working into the, let me see if I can add some light here. No, my camera keeps adjusting for the change in light. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I guess it is what it is. Let me try something else. Nope, it's still adjusting for, it's so bright over here right now. All right, there we go. So you see it kind of makes this little braid right there. If I had just crocheted into the back loop instead of the the back bump, I guess you'd say, I would be crocheting into this stitch instead of where I'm at. So you wouldn't see this like braid looking thing. Right, let me turn that off because that's way too bright for me. All right. And now it's dark. But now that I've finished that and I have 16 stitches here, I'm going to do 2 rounds alternating front loop, back loop. So I'm just going to do that real quick. There we go. So I'm going to do my slip stitch, do my half or my 1 stitch, then I'm just going to front post into this. Oops, I dropped a stitch while I was at it. Come on, there we go. All right, so that's the first front, and we do a back. And I'm trying to get them into, there we go, the top part of the stitch. Okay, there's that. There's that one. I'm so close to finishing this sleeve, y'all. Okay. So I post some of these on my Facebook profile page. I don't have a big like online presence there. I don't only add people who are my friends. It's not like one of those digital creator pages or whatever. And a lady from the church that I attend commented on them. I've forgotten I added her like 2 years ago. But she was saying that she'd never seen someone who crochets the way that I do. And then asked, the church is doing a mission to Guatemala in the summer, and they want to bring some toys over. And she was wondering if I would be willing to make some crochet animals to send over. And I told her, yeah, love to. And I've actually purchased some embroidery eyes. Oops. So I'm not using safety eyes for it because I would not want to have that risk that a kid is playing with it and it pops off and they swallow it or something like that. So I told her, yeah, and we could work out like what type of animals, how many. I just have to I've got to finish with this. And then I've also have promises to make cardigans for other people as well. So I'd like to work through that while I also work through the animals. And then I also still have that blanket for my brother I'm working on, which I want to have finished by November. Excuse me. I spent too much time in San Antonio yesterday. I don't know what it is about that place, but I always end up all congested and stuff afterwards. I'm just allergic to San Antonio. I'm allergic to the people. There's less people out where I live. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay. There we go. So this is that last stitch. We're all the way around now. I have one more round and this cuff is done. So I'm just gonna slip stitch into that top bit, chain 1, and then do my half double front post. Go. I got 2 other cardigans that I'm making are going to have a lot of color too, and I think I'm just going to do what I've done on the end on this one and just make it black, because the main part of both of those cardigans are going to have a lot of color in them, like this one. Go. And I don't need to keep distracting with color. I'm just going to taper it off. Plus it means I have less ends that I have to weave in here, but I'll probably do that same type of gradient thing on one of them here, but probably not with the other one. Excuse me. Front post, another back post, another front post, And then the back post. Nope. I grabbed some sort of extra string there. All right, back post. And then another front post. And another back post. And another front post. So. Then another back post. Then another front post. And another back post. Uh-oh. I feel like something has happened. Nope, there it is. There's where I started. Okay. I was like, no, I've already finished it. But no. Still got a little ways to go. Go, then another front post. Woohoo. And another back post. Woohoo. And that was the last back post. All right. So that concludes this one. I don't know where my scissors are because I lost them again. Ugh, it's so frustrating. It's like I have scissors that just walk off. Man. I don't want to have to get up and find some. Ugh. And I know I can't rip these. I tried that before. Like just yank them and then I can trim later. But I actually managed to cut my skin doing that. So I think I'm going to step away real quick and find scissors or something that I can use to cut these. I will be back. So just don't mind the wait. See if I can find a pair nearby. I got it. My neighbors. I've been in there, so I'll be back. Okay. I found them. I found my scissors. Oh. Yeah. My husband let me know I had the shirt inside out. I bet you couldn't have told. Bet you couldn't tell. There we go. But yeah, the tag was showing. It's probably why I liked wearing it, because the tag was not on the inside. I need to remember to snip them. Okay. Here we go. Weave this in so I don't be mad at myself later. cool part is this is black yarn. So I don't have to worry too much about the color showing through. I just have to make sure that it's going to be secure. So I go one way, I go back the way I came, I go back the way, so it's 3 times. Pull it around a little bit, stretch it, mess with it. And then I'm going to snip it. There we go. Ta-da! So that is finished. I'm probably going to switch over to the other form of video because I have to go pin this up, and that'll take a good, 5-10 minutes. Let me just see. I think I wove everything in, but I'm going to check real quick. It might be. I feel it. I'll weave in this last one and then switch over to the different type of video format. Then you can actually see what I'm doing, especially because I'm going to be working with black yarn. Oh, I got this cute thing at the dollar store. So $1.25, but it's for my yarn ends. Take it over the trash can. But yeah, just a little, it's for all the yarn rubbish. I think it's so cute. And now I don't have little piles of yarn everywhere. Anyway, back to this. Let's weave this in, and then I'll switch over and upload the video of me attaching it, which I should be able to get that done before I have to go anywhere today, which is nice. There we go. There's that one. I'm hoping that I can get all of the cardigans for the teachers done before spring break. I don't know if we'll be able to, but I would like to, because since I've already delivered 2, I'm going to deliver this 3rd one soon. I'd like to get them all there. All right, ends woven in. I'm going to stop the video and start working on pinning up the back. So, bye. Let's see, where's my mouse? I hate my mouse turns itself off. Here we go.